People ask, why does Gen X think that they are the best generation? And I'm going to be honest, Gen X, we're not. The best generation says it in their name, and that is the greatest generation. Now, hear me out. Don't get all pissy. On December 7th, 1941, when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, on December 8th, all the able-bodied men were in the recruiter's office enlisting for the military. And the men that couldn't enlist in the military, for whatever reason, were pissed off because they couldn't. On December 8th, all of the women were joining the workforce because all the men were going overseas to fight. That's badass. Now, Gen X, we may not be the best generation or the greatest generation. We are a generation that raised ourselves. Our parents didn't raise us because we are the first generation that either A, had two working parents because they had to work to be able to afford a family, or B, we lived in single family homes because we were the first generation that saw a significant rise in the divorce rates. So we had to raise ourselves. And not only did we have to raise ourselves, we had to raise our siblings too. That is a claim that the latter half of millennials and Gen Zs can't claim. You ask a Gen Z to stay home alone at 8 years old to watch their little siblings, they're going to call the police on you and you're going to go to jail for child neglect. That wasn't a thing in the 70s and 80s. Our parents did leave us home alone because they didn't have a choice. We also handled our business face to face. We had a whole buffet of knuckle sandwiches to give out. We didn't handle our business behind a keyboard, hitting the caps lock, whatever it's called. Who cares? Anyways, our childhood was a dangerous childhood. It was intended to end us. Things that we went through, these younger generations wouldn't be able to go through. Well, these Gen Alpha kids, they're starting to scare me. But the Zoomers and the younger millennials, they wouldn't be able to handle it. We didn't have safe rooms and mental health days. That wasn't a thing. You know what we had? We had suck it up, buttercup, get back out there and do your thing. That's why we are a great generation. We're not the greatest generation, but we are a great generation.
We are Gen X.